Have you ever asked someone in their 70s or 80s what they regret most in life? Not just mistakes or missed chances, but the kind of regrets that sit quietly with them during a morning coffee, or echo in the silence after a long day. The kind they wish someone had warned them about when they were younger. That's what this video is about. These are not theories or ideas from books. These are real, heartfelt regrets shared by people who've lived a full life and now have the wisdom to look back and say, here's what I would have done differently. And the crazy part? These regrets aren't about things they did wrong. They're about the things they didn't do at all. So if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or even in your 60s, this video might just give you the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. Because if there's any way to live life with fewer regrets, it starts with listening to those who've already been where we're headed. Let's dive into the top 10 retirement regrets from the elderly, ages 70 to 80. Regret number 1, I waited too long to enjoy life. Over and over again, people say this. I was so focused on saving and working that I forgot to actually live. One man, 74 years old, told his grandson this. I always thought I'd start living once I hit 65. But when I finally got there, I was too tired to do half the things I planned. My back hurt, my wife wasn't feeling well, and suddenly those cruises and adventures didn't sound so exciting anymore. This is a regret that creeps in slowly. You keep putting off vacations. You tell yourself you'll spend more time with family next year. You delay hobbies, adventures, even friendships, all for someday. But someday never shows up unless you make it show up. The lesson? Sprinkle some life into your life now. Don't wait to be free to live. Steal those moments where you can. Take that short trip. Say yes to that new experience. Even if it's small, start now. Regret number 2, I didn't prioritize my health. This one hits hard. Ask anyone in their 70s or 80s what they wish they had done differently, and the answer is often this. I didn't take care of my body when I could. We don't realize it when we're young. We skip workouts. We eat whatever we want. We trade sleep for extra hours at the office. We say, I'll get in shape next year. But once your body starts to break down, your options shrink dramatically. That daily walk you used to skip, now you wish you could walk without pain. That gym membership you never used, now you'd pay anything to have your knees back. One woman said, I thought getting older would be about relaxing, but all I do now is go to doctor's appointments. Harsh truth? If you don't make time for your health now, you'll be forced to make time for your illness later. You don't have to be a fitness guru. Just move more. Eat better. Take sleep seriously. Your future self is already begging you for it. Regret number 3, I cared too much about what people thought. This one is quiet, but it eats away at your soul. So many people in their later years say this. I let the opinions of others decide the direction of my life. They didn't wear what they liked, didn't say what they truly believed, didn't chase that crazy dream. All because they were afraid of being judged, ridiculed, or told they weren't good enough. And now, they don't care what anyone thinks. But it's too late to go back and do all the things they avoided. One 78-year-old put it like this. I spent my life trying to look respectable. Now I wish I had been wild. At least a little. At least once. Let that sink in. What if the thing stopping you from your best life isn't time or money, but just fear of judgment from people who probably don't even remember what you said or wore last week? Don't give other people that kind of power over your one short, beautiful life. Live it loud. Live it true. And if people talk, let them. You're not here to please the world. You're here to live without regret. Regret number 4, I didn't spend enough time with my family. This one is nearly universal. It doesn't matter how much money someone made or how successful they became. The regret that hits the hardest, the one that brings tears even to the toughest people, is this. I should have been there more. You hear it in stories like this one. I missed birthdays. I skipped family dinners. I was always too busy chasing my goals. Now my kids are grown. They have their own lives. And I can't get those years back. They remember the little things they missed. Bedtime stories, lazy Sundays, awkward teenage phases, and moments that seemed small at the time, but ended up mattering the most. Here's the brutal truth. No one on their deathbed says, "I wish I had worked more." But many say, "I wish I had been there more." Don't wait until your kids are too busy for you. Don't assume your parents or partner will always be around. Make time, even if it's messy, inconvenient, or imperfect, because time is the one thing you can't buy back. Regret number 5, I never took a real risk. Some people reach old age with comfort, but not joy. They have safety, but no stories. They played it safe, always did the right thing, stayed in the stable job, avoided the leap, stayed quiet when they wanted to speak. And now, they wonder what could have been. One 80-year-old said this in a retirement home interview. "I had a chance to move to Italy when I was 28. Didn't go. Too scared." I think about that version of me every week, the one who said no. I wonder who I'd be if I had said yes. That's what regret sounds like. It's not usually about massive failures. It's about the risks we didn't take, the love we didn't confess, the career we didn't pursue, the move we didn't make. Taking a risk doesn't mean being reckless. It means betting on yourself. It means knowing that the scariest thing might not be failing. It might be never knowing what could have happened if you had tried. Regret number 6, I didn't plan financially. This one is a slow-burning regret that hits hard in retirement. Many older adults say they wish they had started saving earlier or had taken their financial future more seriously. Because when the paychecks stop and the bills keep coming, the lack of preparation becomes painfully real. One woman shared, "We thought Social Security would be enough. It's not. We downsize, sold our car, we make it work. But I wish we had thought about this sooner." Financial regret isn't just about not having enough. It's about the stress it brings, the sense of limitation, the fear of being a burden to your children. Even small financial choices made earlier in life can have a massive impact later. It's not about being rich. It's about being free. Free to live without anxiety, free to help others, free to enjoy the time you work so hard to earn. Start where you are, get advice, build a plan, because the future comes faster than you think. Regret number 7, I didn't forgive sooner. Bitterness ages people in a way no illness can. You'll hear it in the voices of those who carry pain into their 70s and 80s. A sibling they haven't spoken to in 20 years, a friend they fell out with, a parent they never forgave. And as time ticks by, something tragic happens. People begin to forget what the fight was even about, but the silence remains. One man in his late 70s said, "My brother died last year. We hadn't spoken since 1996. I kept waiting for him to call. He kept waiting for me. Then time ran out." Forgiveness isn't about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about choosing peace over pride, freedom over control. The most common phrase people say in their final years, "I wish I had made peace with them." So don't wait. Make the call. Write the letter. Open the door. Life is too short and too precious to carry grudges. Regret number 8. I stayed in the wrong relationships for too long. This one doesn't always come out loudly. Sometimes it's whispered. People look back and realize they spent decades with people who drained them. Not just romantic partners, but friends, co-workers, even family. They stayed because it was easier than change, because starting over felt scary, because they thought loyalty meant tolerating mistreatment. But now they say, "I wish I had walked away sooner." One woman shared, "I stayed married to someone who never really saw me. We didn't fight, but we weren't alive either. I thought it was too late to start again. But now, sitting here at 77, I realize what I missed wasn't passion. It was peace." The truth is, staying in the wrong relationships costs you more than time. It costs you joy, confidence, self-respect. Let this be your reminder. You don't have to stay where you feel small. You don't need a permission slip to choose better. You just need the courage to believe you deserve more. Regret number 9. I work too much and live too little. This is one of the most common regrets of all. People in their 70s and 80s often say, I don't remember the meetings. I don't remember the late nights at the office. But I do remember missing my daughter's recital. I do remember not taking that family vacation. I remember the things I didn't do. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of just one more project, just one more promotion, just a few more years of grind, thinking you're building something that will someday give you freedom. But sometimes, someday never comes. One retired executive put it bluntly, I gave the company my best years. I blinked and now I'm old. And no one even remembers my name there. It's a tough pill to swallow. The place you gave everything to will replace you the day after you leave. So don't trade the moments that matter for moments you'll forget. Build your dreams, yes, but don't forget to live while you're doing it. Regret number 10, I didn't leave a legacy that mattered. The final regret isn't about money. It's not about fame. It's about meaning. Many older adults say they regret not creating something that would outlive them, not starting that mentorship program, not writing the book, not passing on their values or wisdom. They realize too late that a legacy isn't something you leave behind accidentally. It's something you build on purpose. One 81-year-old man said, I spent my life making money, but I never stopped to ask, what was it for? Who did I help? What will they remember me for? I wish I had done something that actually mattered. Your legacy doesn't have to be grand. You don't need to be famous. You just need to matter to someone. Teach, share, guide, love. Make someone's life better, whether it's one person or 1,000. Because in the end, it's not about what you take with you. It's about what you leave behind. So now that you've heard these 10 regrets from those who've lived longer than most of us, what are you going to do with this? Will this be just another video you watch and forget? Or will you pause, really pause, and make a different choice starting today? You have time, you have opportunity, and most importantly, you have the awareness that most people don't get until it's too late. If you're lucky enough to be breathing right now, you're lucky enough to start over. Forgive someone, make the call, take the trip, save more, eat better, laugh louder, love deeper, speak honestly, walk away from what no longer serves you, because when your time comes, and it will, let it come with peace in your heart, not weight on your chest. And when someone asks you what you regret, you'll smile and say, not much.